Hey guys and welcome. Today we're going to be going over Edexcel AS Chemistry Revision and we will be doing Structure of the Atom and Isotopes. Who discovered electrons, protons and neutrons? Our current understanding of the structure of atoms is influenced by the theories put forward by scientists such as J.J. Thomson, Ernest Rutherford and James Chadwick. J.J. Thomson discovered the electron in 1897, Ernest Rutherford discovered the proton in 1917, and James Chadwick discovered the neutron in 1932. Structure of an atom. By the way, you won't be tested on this. Structure of an atom. Although many other subatomic particles such as quarks, leptons and bosons have since been discovered, chemistry is concerned solely with electrons, protons and neutrons. So you won't learn about these three unless you're doing A-level physics. The structure of an atom in terms of these three subatomic particles can be summarized as follows. Proton with a symbol of P that has a mass of 1 and a charge of +1 and it's present in the nucleus. Neutron has a symbol of N and its mass is 1 and it has no charge and it's also found in the nucleus. Electron, the symbol is E- and it has a mass of 1840 and it has a charge of -1 and it is found in the energy levels or shells surrounding the nucleus. You should know this from GCSE. As well as discovering the proton, Rutherford is credited for first suggesting that the atom has a very small core containing the bulk of the mass of the atom. This core is called the nucleus and contains all the protons, neutrons that an atom has. Once again, learned at GCSE. The energy levels, shells, surrounding the nucleus in which electrons exist are called quantum shells. So maybe this may be a new word for you, but mostly you've heard shells in GCSE. We will develop this concept later in this chapter. Atomic number, mass number and isotopes. The diagram below shows the atomic number, mass number and isotopes of carbon atom. So carbon has a mass of 12 and the atomic number, so proton number of 6. And this is isotope of carbon 13. So the atomic number, there we go, the number of protons, which is equivalent to the number of electrons. And the mass number is the number of protons and the number of neutrons added together. Once again, you would have covered this at GCSE. Two isotopes of carbon are carbon 12 and carbon 13. They have the same atomic number, so they both show the same chemical properties because they have got the same number of electrons, and therefore, if they've got four electrons in the outer shell, we know they can make 4 extra bonds, and that's why they've got the same properties. However, the mass of carbon 13 is larger than carbon 12. This is because carbon 13 has 1 more neutron. Isotopes. In 1919, Francis Aston invented an instrument called a mass spectrometer. He used it to discover that not all the atoms of an element have the same mass. This was eventually attributed to differing number of neutrons in the nuclei of the atom. These different atoms are called isotopes. So an isotope is when the elements have the same chemical properties and they have got the same electronic configuration, so they've got the same number of protons, but they've got different number of neutrons. So you will be asked like a definition of this in the exam. That is a possible question. We can illustrate this point by considering two isotopes of chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. The table shows the number of protons, neutrons and electrons in an atom of each isotope. So chlorine 35, shown by this symbol, has 17 protons, 18 neutrons and 17 electrons. Chlorine 37, shown by this symbol, has also the same number of protons, 17, and therefore the same number of electrons, but they've got 2 more neutrons, hence why it's 37. And so actually in the periodic table they are added together, and so you get 35.5. So that's an average. And that is it.